side, and this is the third game in 6 days for Carl Viet's side, and there's a big blow in the warm-up. Stefan Mort, originally named as captain, a little sore. He copped a knock against Brisbane on the weekend to his leg area. He's decided not to risk it early in this game, so Louis Dorigo, originally named on the bench, he will start this evening. Michael Jakobsen remained in Adelaide, just managed after his injury layoff. So George Timotheo starts again on the left of Jordan Elsey at the back, and former Perth midfielder One Day, who provided so much balance for Glory over his time in the West, returns for the Reds. Tommy Urich is gone perhaps until the final, so Cassini Yengi starts up front again. And we had a birthday boy who celebrated in some style on Sunday, and Andy Keogh with his 4-goal performance on his 35th birthday. Happy birthday to Luke Bodnar. Now, this would be a surprise on his 21st if he scored 4 goals from a defensive midfield position, but he's performed really well, Bodnar, since coming in to the A-League setup this season after cementing his spot during the Champions League lead-up period. And Cassini Yengi, well, this is his 15th game of the campaign. He's made a bit of a name for himself. He's had as many goal involvements for Adelaide as the man he's replaced in the lineup, Tommy Urich, who, of course, is back in Adelaide nursing his calf problem. So Josh Cavallo, who'll start again in midfield, providing energy for the Reds in that area of the park, will start things. Just waiting for Sean Evans to confirm the timing. And we're set to go in this crucial fixture. Another home game for Perth Glory they have to get right. Adelaide United, in this busy period, looking for another victory to keep them in touch with Melbourne City at the top, and their hopes of a top 2 finish very much alive. Adam Peacock alongside Robbie Slater for this one. And Robbie, we've seen a bit of Perth over the last few days, and that was their best performance of the season, that first half against Wanderers. The big question is, can they double down?
Well, it's all about recovery, and the loss of Andy Keogh on the back of 4 goals is a big blow. And they go for Bramwell at top, which is great for him. I thought they might have gone for Chianese, but obviously the bench will be utilised as they have been in all the games this season. But for Perth, yeah, they're on a roll. 3 games, 3 wins, but they need another one tonight. It's another must 3 points for them. 4 in a row is a big ask.
See what the energy levels are at the start of this game with these two sides off the short turnaround. Perth were superb with their energy and application. First 35 minutes against Wanderers. Adelaide were involved in a high-intensity contest against Brisbane on Sunday. Here's Economidis starting as a left wing-back, and it's a beautiful ball into the feet of Bramwell, who finds Steins. Early chance here for Perth. Good defending at the back from George Timotheo.
Yeah, it's good defending for that position. Steins, a wonderful little ball from Bramwell, and he tries to repay him by cutting it back to him, but the ball across the face was the better option.
Timotheo launches one out to Halloran, looking for support from Yengi. Latchman's there.
And he's been superb, Latchman, in defence. That left-sided stopper role been excellent in this run of 3 wins.
He was dropped given a spell out of the side, but the run of 3 wins has coincided with his return. Just in the heavy schedule of games, Robbie Slater, you played a fair bit of football in Europe, especially in England, and they don't stop for a breath over there. What's the key? The early stages of a game, or just making sure there's energy late on?
Yeah, well, that's done before the game, and yeah, it's pretty hard, you know, to sort of tell yourself to start slow. You can't. You've just got to give it all you got. And particularly in this era, COVID era, if you want, of the last 2 seasons, now with the 5 subs, you can do that.
Yeah, it's a critical factor, absolutely. Richard Garcia has really shuffled around his squad. He paid tribute to his physical staff in the lead up to this one as well. The job that he's done with his side. A hint of handball there from Halloran. More than a hint. Here's Strain linking up with Halloran. Strain cuts it back. Dangerous looking cross. Guerrier heads it away. Cavallo is first to react, and Josh Cavallo with the first shot of the game.
Yeah, just slightly off balance, leaning back. Good attack. Halloran who's been superb for Adelaide this season, with the initial attack down the right, and just can't control the half volley. Sails over the crossbar. Already not exactly pleased about him being able, or given the space to be able to affect that strike.
Get up, get up, get up. Brandon, get on this side.
Kieran Bramwell been instructed that he's standing on the wrong side from the man over twice his age. More senior, much more senior. Liam Reddy. Got a good contest there, and Fornaroli stands over the ball. Goes over the ball. Just on Josh Cavallo, who had that shot. Carl Veart has been very happy with his mid-season acquisition. And as Yankee trips up Gary up. But yeah, he's moved him into midfield for that last game, just wanting a bit more tempo from his midfield against Brisbane. And Cavallo obviously impressed because he starts there again, and Kitto at left back. So the versatile Josh Cavallo certainly proving his worth. Bramwell. Nod down to Steins, and now Fornaroli. Out to Economides. He's been excellent in his run of home games, and it's Bramwell with the header, free header, and the young man couldn't get it on target.
No, right idea. And as he jumped, you thought this is going into the back of the net. Just superb play from Economides. Great delivery. Bramwell attacking the ball. Right idea, but doesn't get enough on it. Glances it, and it flashed past that far post.
Timoteo drives into midfield and then picks out Halloran, and Adelaide are thrust forward. So Halloran, good idea with the cutback, and Timmins is there to clean up, but corner to Adelaide. It's one thing George Timoteo does give Adelaide in possession is some venom on those balls that are played out of defence, and he can break three lines with one pass. 2 or 3 lines, that is, and on that occasion, set Halloran free. Goodwin with the corner. Halloran with him. Only Steins out there from a Perth perspective, but Goodwin will go in first time. And it's Latchman with the header. One day. Former glory man, back to Kitto. Strain back again, straight back into the mixer. Falls to Steins, Economides. Steins getting in each other's way, but they'll get a throw in. Timmins and Steins, Rawlins, the youngsters combining for Perth to go forward, and Timoteo gets a shove in the back from Bramwell. It's good to see all these youngsters getting a go for Perth Glory. Robbie, we sat in with Graham Arnold today talking about the importance of getting your academy right in the A-League era. And now that they've bedded down around the country, Perth are certainly getting a few out of their system. Yeah,
we've seen a lot of the clubs, particularly this season, using a lot of their young players. Youngie goes for...
Is that a yellow card?
Well,
it's a bit of volleyball.
I think we saw that this season once. And, well, it could have been a yellow card. It's a deliberate handball.
Timmins goes forward, but yeah, your point about the
the academy seem, and it's working, and these young players are coming through now, and they're getting plenty of game time. It's fantastic to see, and hopefully this is now going to be the new norm.
Economides can't get past Strain. Falls again for Perth. It's Timmins battling and winning the battle to find Fornaroli. Over, he can find Strain, and look, Bodnar on his birthday may as well have a pop. Wins a corner. He's one of those Perth youngsters. He's come through the More pyramid over there in the west. And Rawlins, another one. Timmins, Steins, Bramwell. All in the starting lineup for Perth tonight. And Adelaide, of course, have a fabulous record with producing youngsters for this stage. Here's the corner. Kosuke Otter. Left foot outswinger coming. It's over Yengi, and Fornaroli can't really do anything meaningful with that. Yeah, colleague Andy Harper crunched the numbers. There's, out of the Adelaide system, the South Australian system, there's 43 that have got minutes in the A-League this season. So what they're doing down there, they've done it correctly. Here's Fornaroli for Perth. And Steins, big area of space. Timmins, as he's short tugged by Halloran. Sean Evans thinking about it, but playing advantage. Here's Fornaroli. Not many ahead of the ball in purple. Cavallo. He's asking for someone to come short, but everyone took off and was making the run in behind, and Cavallo couldn't get it through those in front for Perth. Steins for a handball of Wando, and Wando looking for a foul of Sean Evans, and Sean Evans just kept his whistle in his pocket until that moment. Cassini Yengi through Jason Geria. Doesn't mind throwing himself about, Cassini, does he?
No, he's got a big physical presence, so it'll be an interesting battle up top.
Yeah, him and Latchman together. Halloran and Goodwin in space with Rawlins downfield and Geria tucked in behind. Here's Cavallo, can't sort his feet out to get that shot off with the left foot. Wasted opportunity there for Adelaide. Elsey just shoves his opponent out the way. Goodwin. Around is Kiddo. Cavallo this time. Yengi was waiting, but Otter just got his head on it. And kicked out by Economides for a corner.
That's good pressure from Adelaide. Goodwin involved. Down this left-hand side, he had Kito as well, but Otter positioned himself, and he needed to be perfectly, as Yengi was lurking just behind him.
Steins, a late instruction to get inside the 6-yard box for more cover for Liam Reddy. It goes to Elsey, and Yengi tries to head it on, but Steins, that man, shoves it away. Strain tries to pick out Halloran and almost did, if not for Otter.
Nearly the perfect pass from Strain. He had an easy one back out to Goodwin, who I think mishit his corner there. He certainly gave it a lot of air. I'm not sure that's what he was intending to do. See if he hits a better ball this time.
Goodwin, another go. A lot of air underneath that as well. Halloran can't keep it down. Craig Goodwin, chance to possibly be named in the Socceroos squad for these World Cup qualifiers coming up. The squad announcement has been delayed by a few days. It was meant to be today, but some newfound restrictions around the world and situations has delayed that announcement. Sometime next week, we're told. Here's Goodwin now. Otter made a real meal of that. Bodnar's there to clean up. Economides, clever ball, straight to Fornaroli. Perth can go forward here. Side to side from Glory to get up the pitch. Here's Economides again. He runs into trouble. Strain, hands up like he was caught nicking something out of the cookie jar and trying to protest his innocence, and got away with it as well. Cavallo Kitto. Space on the flanks for both sides. Goodwin. Cavallo. Lovely ball into the path of Kitto. First time cross. Can't find Yengi. Back stick is Halloran, but across is Economides. Good football.
You're finding a real flow there, Adelaide, from the right to the left. Goodwin heavily involved in the last 5 minutes. Clever play there, that triangle. Kitto overlapping, ball into Cavallo, and dangerous positions. And again,
Dorigo with the run from deep, and his cross gets through the first defender. He can have a shot in the end. He's pleading for a corner, not given, but another chance for Adelaide.
Yeah, right and left, they're getting in to some very, very good areas. That takes wicked deflection through the legs of Otter. And in the end, it comes to nothing, but good pressure from Adelaide.
An open feel about this one at HBF Park, 15 minutes in. Already Adelaide getting the ball into the box 10 times. Timmins winning the battle with Cavallo. Goodwin, the ball won't come down for either side until Yengi gets on it and brings in Halloran. Strain, lung-busting run down the right, just has a go. Ryan Strain looking for that elusive first goal, but Liam Reddy had his paw there, didn't have to move it. Another good moment for the Reds.
Yeah, he hit that with some power as well, and Reddy just stood his ground at the near post. But the two wingers are causing problems because that back three, the two centre halves, Latchman, who's in the middle, but Guerrier and Otter are staying quite tucked in inside, and it just allows so much space for those two wingers when they hug the touchline.
Not entirely sure Craig Goodwin is feeling 100% right now. Maybe it's waiting for the second win to come, which happens, I guess, sometimes. But he went over and took a corner before and looked like he just run a marathon the day before and woken up the way he was moving. And then just before one of those throw-ins there, he didn't look entirely comfortable. Goodwin. Keep an eye on that. Bodnar heads forward. One day's there. Adelaide back with it. Out to Halloran. Finding a lot of space. Oh, Halloran caught just outside the area. Otter's not entirely sure that he is guilty there. Halloran's copped a real knock.
Well, the problem there is they're giving him far too much space, Halloran, and just his last touch just gave Otter a chance there.
Well, they're catching those two wing-backs high, so Economides and Rawlins are pushing up, so Halloran and also Goodwin are just keeping their width, and every time the ball quickly transitions, it's straight to one of those two. Just outside the box, that one. Goodwin.
You'll fancy it from here, I'd say.
You know he can hit a free kick. They're ready. Really careful with his ball here. Craig Goodwin. 6 goals for the season. Goodwin. Didn't look like a free kick with much conviction. He almost passed it into the wall.
Yeah, didn't get any kind of connection there, but I tell you, the deflection nearly caused some problems, and you get another corner. They certainly mishit that, but you can see that the deflection forced Bosnar to give away another corner. Adelaide with all the pressure.
Bodnar. Goodwin. Eddie Bosnar did play some A-League football.
Oh, did I say Bosnar? Fine player, Eddie.
Yes. He could hit a free kick.
He certainly could, and Bodnar was very good as well.
Bosnar, remember his run-up, free kicks? 50-metre runner. Great to watch. Ready, not prepared to take the risk to go short, so he'll go long again. Kicks it to a 2-on-1 with Rawlins, the meat and the sandwich there. Yengi battling for it, taking a few hostages as well on the way through until he's upended. Oh, there's bodies everywhere, but Evans is happy to let it go on. He's Yengi now. Falls to him and brings in Halloran with an intelligent ball, strain on the end of it almost. Adelaide go forward, can't quite get anything out of it, but I reckon there might be about 5 or 6 bodies still on the deck, Robbie.
Well, I thought there was about 5 or 6 fouls in there. And he was right there and he just let it play. And Yengi releasing Halloran again. They're giving Halloran far too much room.
1 down, 2 down, 3 down. And then 2 on the end of it as well. It's a good ball from Yengi.
There's the chance, and Strain just can't collect it. And then there's a collision between Reddy and Strain.
Just a knock, though, for the right back. 75 games before tonight, 76. Still 0 goals in the A-League for Ryan Strain. And he's getting closer. He's had some big opportunities this season. Feeling with the openness, especially down this right side for Adelaide tonight. Could well be his evening. Elsie away, no chances. Sean Evans is more than happy for a bit of contact to happen before his very eyes this evening. Elsie, big switch out to Kitto, who read it well. He's right. Kitto will just have a go straight into Latchman. Doesn't fall to Yengi, and Perth scramble it away again.
And that's what Perth are doing at the moment. They're just scrambling. Because Adelaide in complete control at the moment.
Halloran. His cross. It's not past Latchman. Economides. Pressure still on. He gives it away. Halloran trying to find Strain. Another corner. He doesn't hold the record for the most games without a goal in the A-League. Unfortunately, one of his opponents this evening, Jason Guerrier, has that distinction, if you want to call it that. 116th appearance for Jason, still to get off the mark. I wonder if they'll maybe go the short corner option here. Economides is onto it to make it a 2-on-2. Halloran can't even get past the first one of that 2-on-2, and Steins back out to Strain though. His cross, headed away. Bramwell back there, the striker. Kitto, another ball. It's a bombardment at the moment from Adelaide. Oh, Strain, wasteful. Over the byline. Another goal kick for Liam Reddy.
Yeah, and that's a reliever for Perth. Tried the more difficult ball. With Adelaide, it's attack after attack, and all the second balls they're winning. Perth finding it very hard to get out of their own half and have any meaningful possession.
15-4. Liam Reddy wants it as far away from where he stands as possible from this goal kick. Understandable given the pressure on his side. Yengi with Guerrier paying close attention. Goodwin just smashes it to the other side to find Halloran. Strain. Got away with a loose touch. Halloran. Everyone back for Perth. All hands on deck, and Otto wins a much needed throw-in, although the pressure is still on. It's all up the shed end at the moment. James Delianoff might as well go and sit next to his friends in the crowd if he's got any at the moment. Total spectator. Steins is fouled. That's the rule. Halloran was standing there and Economides just kicked it straight into him, and that is not an illegal play as the rules stand at the moment. Even though Halloran wasn't on the scene at the time, so maybe Evans could have pinged him for that, but chose not to, and Adelaide have it back. Goodwin in space to Kiddo, gets it back. Goodwin thinking about it with his right foot this time, trying to curl it, and over to Halloran. Yangi's there, hit of a hand. Kiddo just wide.
I think there was a handball from Yangi in there, but it fell to Kiddo. He completely mishit it. It's chaos in the penalty box, and this new Adelaide attack. And there's this ball. Halloran wins that handball there, so it wouldn't have stood. Kiddo wasn't to know that at that point.
Ryan Kiddo's last goal actually came at this ground in that amazing 3-3 semi-final to get into a grand final that Perth won 5-4 on penalties, and Kiddo actually scored in the 94th minute to send it to extra time. Amazing game of football, that amazing night. Liam Reddy was the hero in the end of it all, with the penalty shootout that I'm not sure when it was going to end, if it was going to end. Here's Yankee. Shirt grab for a moment by Bodnar. Yankee circling around to link up with someone. He's almost done 2 360s there in possession. One day. Cavallo, space again down this left. Goodwin. His cross. Got the run up on it and gave it too much. All Adelaide at the moment, but they haven't made the breakthrough. Look at that space for one day. Goodwin trying to get around Rawlins. Or through him. Can't. Wins a corner though, Craig Goodwin. Haven't been able to find the right ball from these corners yet, Robbie. It's been a bit disappointing from set pieces from Adelaide's perspective. Let's see if this is the moment for Goodwin. Attacking it is Elsie.
You get another chance, this time near post, but yeah, and that's the only criticism of Adelaide at the moment is, you know, the final ball into the box or the attacking runs inside the penalty box. Perth having that problem. They got the back three, and the way Adelaide play, they've got two wide players and only really the one through the middle, and Yangi's quite often dropping into the midfield, so they've just got a massive overload in that middle third, with the wingers always an option and free.
Goodwin, ready, early call, got two hands to it, and Steins shovels it away, but only as far as Strain. Out to Dorigo. His ball is dangerous, very dangerous. Own goal, 1-0 Adelaide. Finally, they make the breakthrough. Yengi is claiming it. He does his trademark dance. Whoever gets the goal, doesn't really matter for the Reds. No, well, they're in front.
And we just talked about the only criticism being that final ball into the box. Well, this is a beauty. Absolutely brilliant ball in. So difficult to defend. And it looked like it came off Latchman.
Maybe last touch off the knee of Yengi. Whatever the case, the number 29 scored it, and it's 1-0.
Yeah, that comes off Yengi. Last touch. Couldn't see it from the other angle, but that time you see it from behind the goal's the best angle, and clearly comes off Yengi. What a super ball.
And he doesn't mind giving it to the opposition fan base away from home. Remember at Marvel Stadium, the Melbourne Victory fans, he didn't make many friends on that evening. On that occasion, Cassini Yengi, impression he's made this season. His 4th goal for the campaign. His 9th goal involvement, and it's put Adelaide into a deserved lead.
I think it was Dorigo with that ball into the box. Superb delivery, and that was a player that wasn't going to start this game.
Halloran is upended after his pass to Dorigo, and Evans recognises that fact with the late whistle. Just playing the advantage there, the ref. It's good to see. But it's just reward, isn't it, Robbie? There's only one side really attacking so far in the opening half hour. Halloran. Yengi putting a move on Latchman and getting a shove, but winning a corner. And he'll only love those boos that he's getting after dancing in front of the shed. Goodwin with another corner for Adelaide. Oh, it's a dangerous one, and Bramwell's the one on the edge of the 6-yard box. Fornaroli's back there. He's had more to do in that box than he has at the other end, certainly, this evening. There's Bruno in his 50th game for Perth. Timotho, direct ball, but a good one to Halloran. Falls to Yengi, who was almost going to pull the trigger before the whistle intervened. Andy Keogh, he went from 55 goals in the A-League for Perth to 59 in one night on Sunday, and unfortunately, physically, he hasn't backed up. So he'll look to be involved against MacArthur next Sunday. Amazing way to spend his 35th birthday. Certainly better than Luke Bodnar's birthday so far. The Perth midfielder who's just hung out in front of Liam Reddy, hitting crosses away, and perhaps another one to deal with here for Perth. Yengi in a wider position this time. Intelligently waiting for Cavallo. Knew his side, so he went inside to Kiddo and one day. Goodwin. Cavallo. His cross with his left. No one really attacking from outside to in on that right side from Adelaide, but Strain wins it back off Economides, and he's directly to the byline, wins another corner for Adelaide.
And you see Economides basically in the left back role, and that's what you want from an Adelaide point of view. Having one of the most dangerous players having to operate like that at the back, that's not what Economides really wants to be doing. And Perth just, well, they both had short turnarounds, so, but it's really the Adelaide team that are in complete control. They look sharper. They've got more energy.
Halloran to Goodwin from the corner. This is a good-looking ball, and Yengi liked his chances before Latchman got in the way.
Great bowling from Goodwin. Yengi just there. Latchman with an important interception and another corner. How many is that?
This is the 9th. 9 times. It's Goodwin again. This time it is Timmins who flicks it on. They're taking turns at the back there to get rid of the ball from the edge of the 6-yard box. Strain just loops it over the top to Elsey, who tries to loop it over Liam Reddy, but loops it over everything.
And that's a good chance. He's pulled off to the back post. It's a free header. And he knows he's disappointed in his own effort. Strain with the ball to the back post. He loses Guerrier.
Just trying to look for some relieving moments on the ball here, Perth, and now's their chance perhaps. It's very sharp from Adelaide, and oddly enough, Robbie, they travelled yesterday. They didn't train yesterday, Adelaide. They trained this morning. Had a light session opposite the team hotel. Day of game session, paying dividends at the moment, because here they go again. They are the sharper of the two, and Yengi got his wires crossed. Certainly not on the same wavelength as Craig Goodwin. Rawlins. Fornaroli. There's a man to relieve pressure in possession. It's Bruno to hold the ball up. And 1-1 foul, advantage played. Possibly one another, but got it to Bodnar, and now Rawlins. Smashes it in, and Steins, it works out okay for the attacking midfielder. Trying to put a move here on Kiddo. Oh, beautiful stuff from Daniel Steins. There was a chance of some contact there, but it's to Bramwell with his left foot, and Strain was shepherding it out of play. And a moment for Perth glory for the first time in quite some time in this contest.
Yeah, great determination from Steins. He eventually had 3 goes at it and gets past Kiddo, slips this one inside to Bramwell, who has to take it really quick because he's under pressure straight as soon as that ball arrived at his feet. It was Perth's best moment in this first half.
Matteo directly to Yengi. Cavallo and Bodnar scrapping for the second ball, but Perth win that one, and Rawlins now. Timmins glides by one opponent. Bodnar, Fornaroli with Elsie on the scene very, very quickly. Perth watch their step here, because again Adelaide hit them quickly in wide areas. Goodman can't get it past Guerrier. Has he got to change it, Richard Garcia, at half-time to the 4 at the back? Because in these wide areas, Adelaide are having a picnic.
Well, certainly the 2 wingers have been the problem. The amount of space they've had, but they've worked really well through the middle of the park as well.
Oh, now Kiddo is set free down this left side. He stands it right up for Halloran, who got the leap but couldn't keep the header down.
Yeah, and like Elsie before him, he's a little bit disappointed because he gets above the defender very well. Just clips this up to the back post, asking Halloran to attack it. Gets over Otter, but can't get the downward, can't get it down enough to force at least a save from Reddy.
Again, Perth loosely give away possession. Halloran inside this time, so he elects to go right to give Adelaide a bit of width to start again with. Strain couldn't find Halloran with that ball. It's a bit ambitious from Strain, but he does win another corner. I guess it's pretty hard to adjust midstream, going from a back 3 to a back 4 with the same personnel without the instructions passed on, or is it not, Robbie? Should you be able to adjust? I'll give that thought in a moment after this corner.
Well, it can be done. It can be done at any time. There's enough experience out there for it to be done, but he obviously doesn't want it done.
Halloran, they go back to Strain. Goodwin can't find Halloran can't find Goodwin, and then slips over, and they get a goal kick. Perth glory. Ross Aloisi is on corner design duties for Adelaide United. Surely they've gone through the whole book already. So many opportunities. They've got the goal, but just one so far. Doesn't really mirror the dominance that Adelaide have had in this one, although it must be said Liam Reddy hasn't exactly been man of the match. make one save, Liam Reddy, but he's had a bit to do in terms of organising set pieces, and the worry of having to make a save has certainly been on him and not James Deli enough. Those the first to react. Strain for Yengi. Not finding him, so Perth will get it back. It is a 4 in possession now for Perth. So Economides further up, Otter in his traditional left-back role. As Economides runs straight into Halloran. Chris Economides, his 50th A-League game tonight. He's been in hot scoring form. If we're talking Socceroos, he's got to be around the mark as well. And Ryan Strain's gone down, saying that his opponent, Fornaroli, has had a little nibble at him there. And a flashpoint. So innocuous. Be reviewing that in the VAR bunker, Kurt Ams and co.
I must admit I didn't see it at the time, but it doesn't look too much in that. Not intentional anyway. I'm not sure. I'm not saying that it's not painful for Strain.
There's no stamping motion there.
No,
the ball was on that
right.
side of Strain. It looked like he was trying to step over him, and okay, might have accidentally on purpose gone around the vicinity of Strain, but I'm not saying that he...
Well, accidentally on purpose doesn't sound very good.
No, what I mean is he had options not to end up in the situation he did end up in, but there's no stamp, and I don't think he's tried to do him, if you know what I mean. Don't look at me like that, as in a football sense. Strain, welcome back to proceedings.
I'd say he'll be getting, every time he touches the ball, I think you know what's coming. At least until half-time.
Yeah, which Perth Glory will appreciate more so than Adelaide United. After what we've seen in these opening 41 minutes, Perth haven't quite been there tonight. Yengi, powerful presence, and wins another corner. There's been a game of corners so far for Adelaide United.
Well, there's still plenty of time to get a second for Adelaide, and the bonus for Perth at the moment is it's only one. Such has been the dominance of Adelaide.
Goodwin. That's a good delivery. Timmins. Bramwell went down in the box. He stayed down, so he's keeping Adelaide onside. Evans keeps it going because Bramwell gets to his feet. I reckon he would have stopped it if he stayed down, but here's Dorigo to Wande, looking for Halloran. Strain. Wande smartly turns. Timmins had a shoulder. Halloran's ball over Cavallo. Rawlins just gave it straight to Goodwin. Kitto. His cross goes out safely from a Perth perspective. The big adjustments coming at half-time, you'd have to imagine, for Richard Garcia.
It'll be interesting to see what he does, whether there's a change of personnel as well. He's got plenty of experience on the bench.
He's got Ozzie Malik there for maybe the centre of the park, and the one Diego Castro, which is not a bad option off the bench.
I think it's a great option for them at the moment because they need someone to hold the ball up. And he's always a great outlet in that respect.
Carvet smiling on the bench with the fourth official in the vicinity. It's been an unusual sight this season. Strain. They couldn't find a teammate, but he's been good again. One day tonight for Adelaide, back in the side, back in Perth as well, where he provided so much guile for Glory in the centre of the park, especially in that Premier's Plate campaign 2 seasons ago. Elsie finding Strain. Dorigo, who provided the assist for Cassini Yengi.
Is Delianov playing? I haven't seen him for a while.
No.
Seriously, they've just been camped in Perth's half.
Kitto in space. Goodwin joining in. Gary is there with an important intervention, but guess what? More corners than the Monaco Grand Prix coming this weekend. There he is. He is there. Just trying to stay warm. James, good to have you out there.
Could have brought a pot of tea and...
Told the missus I've gone to play football tonight. I didn't see you. Prove it. Here's Goodwin. Good cross. Gary's header only went up. Latchman's didn't go far. Economides got a flick on.
Well, the one thing you'd have to say, and this ball looks like it's going to get back into the box, but they have defended the corners very well, Perth Glory, by and large.
Plenty of practice. Halloran can't get it past Timmins and gives away the foul. Well won by Callum Timmins, and if Liam Reddy's smart, which I know he is, he'll just amble across to this and take as much time off the clock and get to half-time for Perth Glory.
Well, he's nearly there.
Tries to pick out Bramwell, and that's the first half done, a successful one if you're an Adelaide United fan, player or coach. Cassini Yengi. Another goal. Another occasion where he makes plenty of friends, in inverted commas, with the home fans in Perth. It's his 4th of the season. Adelaide have dominated this first half in wide areas in particular. Ryan Kitto has been good. And his return to the ground where he last scored a goal, that dramatic equaliser.